On Retrofab Diaries now, we are talking etiquette with a hospitality consultant, Wilma. Today, we are talking about business meal etiquette.
So it's interesting what we did with lunch and dinner, moving on to breakfast.
Okay.
You could have a business meal and it would be breakfast as well. So we know the processes that go with it, which is really, it's a lot simpler, I would say, because you would normally have your fruit glass. You'd see that they're normally small sizes. You can go as many times as you want.
Does it have a specific fruit you need to put in, or any
No, just any fruit juice goes into that.
Juice, okay.
Yes.
Also,
it's colorful fruit juice.
Okay.
Yes, fruit juice goes in there.
Okay.
And then this is your teacup.
Okay.
Now, you know, there's all this protocol about tea. We're not going to go through all the tea protocol, but what's important for you to notice is if you go to a great establishment and get seated, you would normally find your teacup, the handle of the teacup, to the 4 o'clock position. 3-4 o'clock position. That's just to make it very easy for you to just pick up.
Way?
Yes, absolutely. And tea, coffee, hot chocolate, the coffee cups are a lot more dainty. Yes, but it's the same process, really. You still, it's normally meant to be served facing you, so it's really easy. You just pick it up and then, you know, you drink from it, take the sips and then put it back on the saucer. If you're standing, then you can hold the saucer together.
So I've seen people do that.
Yes.
So if you're standing, then you have the saucer this way.
Yes, that's if you're standing, but you can't actually, you shouldn't be seated right close to the table, and then yes,
so
take that as well. Yes.
Okay. So when you stand, you can grab your saucer and your cup of tea or coffee.
Yes.
When you're seated, you actually have the
the
saucer here. You take it, you drink it, and you put it back.
Yes. And the other thing about stirring your tea and coffee is not to do circular motions.
Like this?
No.
No?
You just...
It needs to be like this?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
With no noise, as little noise as possible.
Okay.
And you
so
don't...
this is a no-no?
Yes.
It should be rather back and forth.
Back and forth. And actually it's not just a fancy thing. If you had to melt your sugar in that, it's actually going to melt quicker when you do it like this way.
Okay.
And with your tea as well, you don't put the milk in first. You have to put the tea in, and then the milk, and then
the sugar.
Yes. So normally, and it's pretty much the same with the coffee as well. The hot chocolate may come made already, and then you might decide that you want to add sugar or not to it. So pretty much. And this is the other thing about the white china, actually. If you are a lady and have too much lipstick on, if you have if you take a sip on the teacup, you're going to leave a mark, and it shows clearly to the business partner. So you know, there's all this wonderful matte stuff that helps with all of that.
All right.
Yeah, but the process again is pretty much the same. This would be for your porridge.
Or cereal?
Yes, or cereal. Yes, porridge, cereal. Yes. Sometimes we'll have fruit salad as well. You can have it also on this plate. But generally, your yogurt, your cereal,
everything
that comes.
It's served.
Yes, and so you have that.
So does it mean this will be the right cutlery?
Yes, absolutely. To have your yogurt, your cereal, your porridge.
Fruit salad.
Yes. Well, for your fruit salad, you would use
a fork.
You would use a fork. Yes.
I've seen people use
if they have yogurt on it. So if there's anything runny You obviously have to use the spoon. Yes. If there's runny and hard, you still have to use the spoon because there's still a runny bit in there. Yes. What we probably, we just had this because if you're home and you don't want the complicated way of having your napkin folded, the napkin rings also bring some pizzazz to the table. So it's pretty much still the same thing. You just wring it out. You don't flap it, no flapping, and then you just put it this way. Now, this is what happens. That's actually,
try that one.
Yes.
Can it be folded slightly bigger than this?
Yeah, sure. Because you should be able to manage it on your lap. Yes.
So
and what happens is when you blot your mouth with the folded side, it's covered.
True.
So no one sees any messy stuff on you as well. Yeah.
Okay.
And the great thing about breakfast is, you have what it is that you want, and it doesn't really respect too much of the protocol of having this before that, and
it doesn't
so
follow the standard.
it doesn't really. Yes, you're really pretty free to, unless you've gone to a place that obviously has like specific orders, or you say, okay, I only want to have an omelette and something, and it just comes served, and then you have it. Obviously, if you're going to have, that will be the main for the breakfast. So you use your main fork and knife for that.
So let's say there's no cereal.
Yes.
And I'm eating my omelette.
Yes, you have your omelette.
So it's going to be, say, outside.
In. But this will still be for your fruit.
Oh, right.
This is still going to be for your fruit. Or if you're still having some salad.
Okay.
But this is going to be for your fruit. The smaller one is going to be for your fruit.
Same as the knife?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be for your fruit. And then the main one is going to be for your main meal. So your bacon, your egg, and, if you want to go big.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then in case you did not eat anything fruit or
yes.
salad, you just go straight?
You go straight to that because you're going to have a main meal, and that's what you're going to use. Yes.
That is fine.
Yes.
Okay. And I guess with the bread, it's still the same procedure?
It's still the same procedure.
Oh, okay.
Yes. You break the bread at the table.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So we normally get asked this all the time about taking pictures at the table.
Which is very popular now.
It is very popular. Whether that's right or not is a different subject.
Okay.
Because it's fine to do it with friends, it's fine to do it with family, but at a business meal, you ideally don't want to do that unless you're with a client and the client says, oh, can I take a picture of the food? Sure, that's okay. But if you are the host, obviously, you don't want to be taking pictures of your food at a business meal. Yes.
Okay. You can do that with family and friends.
And the last no-no, which is very contentious, especially here, is the to-go box or the takeaway box.
At a business meal.
You've gone to a business meal, you don't get a takeaway box. You don't take any of the food away. Remember, they're going to remember you by how you comport yourself and everything you do at this business meal.
Okay.
So that's not the time to take the business meal.
Okay.
If you're sitting with people that you're very comfortable with, who are your friends and all of that, you can tuck in by all means, but not at a business meal.
Not at a business meal.
Yes.
All right.
And finally, once you are the host, girls normally have the chance to say, to be asked who is going to take the bill.
Okay.
But if you are the host, you would normally make sure that you've made provisions to pay the bill.
Whether you're a lady or a man.
Yes. So if you're hosting somebody and you're a lady and the man insists on paying, you have to let him pay.
Okay.
you can, because when I say insist, you can say, oh sure, no, I'm taking care of this, and if he leaves it, it's fine. But if he says, I'm insisting on making this,
you allow him.
But the best way to avoid that actually is, once you came in, you speak to the waiter or the hostess or whoever is at the restaurant. You let them know you are taking the bill. You let them know they need to bring the bill directly to you. You have the bill, or you let them know that, once they bring the bill to you, or you give them your card even before. So you do that separately if you don't want to bring up all these things. That's just a nice way of doing it. Yeah,
I understand. Wow. This is really amazing, Wilma. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Today I've learned one or two. I've learned at business meal, you don't take pictures if you are the host. You can do that with your family and friends, but not at a business meal. So you know what to do as a corporate person, as an entrepreneur, as someone who is looking forward to have business or business partners. When you go for business meal, these are the things that you need to learn and practice. I am Doris Asmani. Stay FAB.